Hungry Trilobyte podcast would like to start by acknowledging these fine conventions. SoonerCon is Central Oklahoma's longest-running pop culture convention. The next event is scheduled for June 24th through 26, 2002 in Norman, Oklahoma. However, they need your help to put on the next event. Please visit SoonerCon.com to find out how you can help make SoonerCon 30 a reality. The Hellmouth Convention. The Hellmouth Convention is a celebration of all pop culture, but specifically things like Buffy, Angel, Firefly, and Dr. Horrible. It is held in Los Angeles, California, and the next event is scheduled for June 3rd through 5th, 2022. Proceeds benefit the Los Angeles LGBT Center as well as the Ron Glass Memorial Scholarship Fund. For more information, go to thehellmouth.org.
On tap today, we have Einar Haraldsson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so glad to talk to you here because I have a chance to talk to somebody who is as passionate about film and acting as I am. And I think that's you have gotten a start in Iceland.
Yeah.
And apparently you're making quite a name for yourself.
Yeah, at least I'm trying. I'm as a former policeman.
So you're starting out in civil services and moving your way over?
Yeah, moving up.
What brought that on?
Yeah, I retired, and for many years ago I was with the LAPD for 6 weeks, and I was there with some colleagues who were bodyguards for the celebrities. And these celebrities, what I met there, they told me why, after I retired, why not go in this business in your country, start in your country and go international. So that was in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And now, yeah, I took the school here, and then starting up. I've been in 8 TV series and 3 movies, two American movies, and 1 Icelandic.
Okay, so you finished acting school how long ago?
2 years ago, actually, I finished it.
Okay, so I know a lot of actors who would finish acting school or get out of college, and they wouldn't get in 5 shows and 8 movies in their lifetime, and you've done it in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the people said to me, my age is what needed in this business. So because I asked, am I too old or am I whatever? So I try. Everybody wants to have my age in the movie and the TV series.
Well, you can't cast a movie with entirely 25-year-olds. It just doesn't look right.
No.
So what's your feeling getting into the movies? What's your feeling getting into the filmmaking process?
I'm excited because I'm not nervous going or standing in front of the camera. I'm not nervous about that. It's always been my passion. So when I got the chance, I jumped on it.
Well, being in police, you're trained in conflict resolution. You're trained in not being afraid. So yeah. I would think that acting would be a very natural transition now that you're talking about it.
Yeah, because most of all my what do you call it? My characters in the movies are I am a policeman. Yeah.
So when you graduated, was there a particular type of film you were looking to get into, or type of TV show, or were you just glad to get anything? Okay.
Anything, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
So
people say that I have a good humor. I could be comedian.
I can see that.
I'm not going to be any Jason Statham or like that, but I can be a detective. I can be policeman. I can superhero.
I could see that too. Capes come in all sizes.
Yeah.
So one thing, I do love movies from all over. What do you find interesting about the movie scene and the movie industry in Iceland?
Yeah, I have been, we are not making many movies here in Iceland, but we have, like, Iceland is called Hollywood of the North because we have had so many coming from the States and making movies here. So, yeah, like I said, there's not so many movies made here, but TV series are lots of.
Okay, so it's a very TV-based culture.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you compare that to what we have here with the 5 major networks and all the streaming, what tends to be popular over there?
And Netflix is popular there. We have Netflix.
So a lot of the same superhero shows, dramas.
Yeah.
The medical dramas.
Yeah, we have of course, we have all American TV series here shown, like FBI and CIS and all that. This is my goal to get into that.
I would hope so. Yeah. Well, and like you're saying now, since we're all working off of Netflix, we're all working off of the same shows almost. There's not the idea that it's going to take a while to go from one country to the other. You're going to be able to just, if you get in the States, they'll see you in Iceland, they'll see you in France, they'll see you in Belgium.
Yeah. The plan is I have going to the States in January in Dallas to be in a movie there, a horror movie taken there. This is my Steven, my PR. He is planning to put me there. Then I have also in London, UK, there's another movie called Smoking Fist. It's taken in late of this year, like a comedy karate movie.
And now let me just stop. A comedy karate movie?
Yeah.
Okay, you have my attention.
So I'm supposed to play be like a Japanese guru, karate guru, who's going to teach the young man.
Okay. All right, I could see that. I'm sure you're trained in self-defense. Are you actually trained in karate or any martial arts?
Judo. We learn judo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's one of those things that you just happen to have the right skill for the right part.
Yeah. You have to have
it. The old joke in Hollywood is they ask if you can do something, you just say yes, and you figure out how afterward.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm told the one exception to that is horse riding. Don't try to fake horse riding.
No. I can sit on a horse. It's okay.
Okay.
We have lots of horses. Our horses are called ponies because they are so small. But I can ride them.
So you're saying this is a lifelong dream for you, a lifelong passion. When did that get started? Was there a certain movie or a certain show that drew you in?
No, nothing. It started when like I said, when I was with the LAPD, 1981. I was there for 6 weeks with them to see how they work, and they told me that they are also bodyguards for the celebrities. And we went up to the Beverly Hills and met some of them. My favorite movie stars, and we sit down and like I said, after I be a pencil. That could be some idea. So I had that in my mind. It started actually in 1981.
For a frame of reference, I was born in 1981. So that. When I say it's a lifelong, maybe it wasn't your entire life, but that was a bit ago, and you must have been very young then.
I was born. I'm born 55.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I was Secretary General for the International Police Association, which is for Icelandic section. I travel around the world to see how the police are working. I got a chance to go to LA. They invite me there, so I went there.
So, are you pursuing any other projects, like making your own shows or getting in with other actors who are taking you under their wing?
No. I'm only depending on Stephen for the U.S. market and the international market. And here I have like a casting companies here in Iceland, which I'm registered in. So if they needed some, they call me, and I jump.
The internet, not international, the independent film market is booming now. There's so many opportunities there for so many different types of people.
Exactly. They say also my age is perfect. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we're looking for variety. We're looking for different types of people out there now.
Yeah.
And so there are lots of roles where it doesn't hurt to have an accent, to have a history, to have a skill set.
Yeah, I can have all kinds of what do you call it? I can talk all kinds. I can talk. I have in my English. I have my Icelandic. I have my Danish. I have my Spanish. I understand Tagalog, what is Filipino. So I can talk many languages if needed.
And the thing is, you can be funny in those too. That's the real talent.
Everybody says they're good to have me. Like I was in one movie here for 1 week ago. One of one actor, he said, "It's so good to work with you. You're so like a fatherly. You're so it's so good to be around you. You have you're always happy. You're smiling and make a joke."
And that's not to be downplayed, because I've known a lot of people in the industry who are not pleasant to be around, at least if the camera's not rolling. And no, that drags down the whole production. I don't care how big you are, at some point that just gets old.
Yeah, I said, even though even though you are very great, famous on the international or film star or whatever, you're always the same. You're always the same. For me, I'm the same level as everybody. I'm not snob and say, I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you. No, I'm on the same level as everybody.
And that's not just for acting. I mean, any sort of project, any sort of organization, you don't want to be the guy that nobody wants to be around, because that just drags down everybody.
Yeah,
whether it's the CEO, whether it's the lead, whether it's the janitor.
Exactly. I'm not that kind of a person. I'm totally on my 2 feet.
I found that when I see a production of a show that goes on for ages and ages, or a movie cast that gets together for different films, it's because they work well together. It's because they have a camaraderie.
Yeah. That's why some of the series they are not renewing it because the character is so, I would say, so bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's
or
why.
how many great shows ended because the lead actor just couldn't get along with everybody else. The show was making money, but they couldn't work.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bad.
Yeah. It's one thing we start to get across is that film production and TV production is really just it's a business. It's a project. There's nothing magical about it on that level.
No. Yeah, everybody have to be together. You are, even though you are a main character in some, you are famous. Don't mind it. Everybody has to work together. Like I said, all animals in the forest should be friends.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, now I'm a big fan of the deer and the squirrels, but the fox seems to like them a little more.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So, can you tell me anything that's happened on set with the movies you've made recently? Anything particularly interesting?
Yeah, we have just finished sending one TV series called Sisterhood. It's a like a criminal TV series. It's a good series. I mean, one is also Stella Blomqvist. I'm there in police detective, and it's going on a set in the morning, early in the morning, and it in the evening, nighttime is a long time, and every time you go, you're not 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours now. It's yeah. We have like I said, we have my character is or TV series is Vetjanir or Icelandic, and then it's movies like Right on Wanted Trail, Copperhead Creek, which will be out next year. It's an American movie with Rick Grote, director. So now I'm planning to go to States, and it's first is Dallas, just outside Dallas, where this Exorcist film will be taken, like a horror movie, in January. It will be exciting.
Just to make sure we're clear, Dallas, Texas, you're saying?
Yeah, Dallas, Texas.
Okay, because I'm familiar with Dallas quite a bit.
Yeah.
I live just north of there.
It's
It's
a hotel. It's a hotel that we were taken, and they're all taken in at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's an amazing area to do film production, just because the amount of talent in Texas is phenomenal.
And that is about a murder in this hotel, and I'm the sergeant detective with my 2 colleagues who was investigate
Mm-hmm.
why. And I was supposed to be the good, mean person.
Now, I mean, I realize you're playing funny guys on occasion and action-based guys. Has there ever been a time on set when your experience as a police officer kind of started reflecting in your performance, or vice versa?
Yeah, it is. It is always when I'm playing detective, and when I'm not playing detective, others are playing policeman. I'm thinking, was it like that when I was in the police force? No, something is wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
With this picture, and then I'm telling them how this, and then I say, oh yeah, you were a policeman, yeah. I said, yeah, I was there for 20 years, so I know what it is.
Yeah, and that's just interesting that you'd have that kind of experience come back at you, and you might be able to tell them, hey, it doesn't actually work like this in the real world.
Yeah, exactly. I tell them that, I go to the director and say, no, this is not, it cannot be. We have to change it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then they are talking about, okay, they want to have it just like in the movies in the States. Mm-hmm. But in Iceland, it is not like that. For example, we don't carry a gun. Policemen are not carrying a gun here in Iceland.
Well, and those little subtleties will make their difference here. Like I said, a police officer in the States would have different priorities and different tactics than one in Iceland or the UK.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to get that across to the audience too if they're not too familiar with other areas of the world.
Yeah, they have to know that, but of course, people don't know what happened in the next country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I know exactly what in every country I know, because I have traveled in thousands, hundreds of countries just to be with the police. I know how they work and what they are doing.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I love travel so much. I love to see how other parts of the world work because it's the only way you can really find out.
Yeah, yeah. I've been I've been in Russia. I have been in Italy, Spain, Greece. I've been in France, all Norwegian country. I've been in. I've been, of course, I've been in the Philippines, and I've been in, all these countries in Georgia and in former Russia. That was the most terrible country I have been in.
Well, let's avoid the terrible ones. But if I could visit Iceland, what would be some of the things you'd point me toward doing or seeing?
We have a volcano now.
Okay.
Yeah, you should see that. And we have lots of places to see. You can be occupied for many weeks to see if you want to see. Go up to the mountain, go to the glacier. You can be skiing in summer. And I'm actually taking one director is coming here June 8th. I'm going to take him, and he asked me to go with him in the helicopter ride. And he wants to see the volcano, and he wants to see area north of Iceland, and he wants to see this and that and this and that. He thinks this Iceland is so small he can just walk, but it's not. It takes.
No. Maps can be deceiving.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like history. I like scenic views, and I've seen so much just in reading about Iceland. I've never even been close to that part of the world.
Yeah, we don't. For example, now we don't have any. There's no COVID, no pandemic here. So everybody's free to come who are vaccinated. The American are the first one we are welcoming here to Iceland. We have lots of American.
If you could make a short list of other places to go, any country in the world, where would you list them as? Maybe your top three.
Yeah, I would say, of course, Iceland is number one.
Sure, that's fair.
Philippines is number two.
Okay.
Very beautiful there. And other is Spain is also.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's more than reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the COVID lifting, we want to get back out into the world, and I'm looking to go places. So.
Everybody are waiting for travel.
Well, I know that you are a busy guy. I'm glad we got to sit down and talk, and I thank you for working through the technical troubles we had earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get more people to check out your adventures and your movies. So I want to put everything you told me on the show notes on my website.
Yeah.
All links to your movies, all links to your future adventures. Do you have social media accounts? Twitter, Facebook?
I have a Facebook, I have a Instagram, and my website will be on air end of this week or start of next week. It's einarharaldsson.com. Einar.haraldsson.com. I think it's like that. It will be on, and all my information is there. about my movies,
All right.
about my bio and contacts and everything.
Everything that we talked about is going to be on my website as well, aaronbossig.com. So there's going to be shortcuts to all your info, all your movies.
Yeah.
Einar, this will probably go out in the middle of July.
Okay.
So I want to thank you so much for doing this, and I would love to have you back as you progress in your adventures in the film industry.
I love to be on your show again.
All right.
Please, thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, and have yourself a good week.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.